It seems like we are playing the same game again. And I heard captain also saying the same thing over that we need to learn, cannot repeat the same mistakes. It is very important that when you're playing against quality sides on a challenging surface, which is the fact, you have to stay in the battle. You have to keep the fight up out there. And the skills that you're presenting over there matters a lot. At the same time, it is very evident that when you have to stay in the battle, you have to show some courage as well. You'll have to remain brave as well. Batsmanship is an art, and I think our players are experiencing a lot of games, and they will have to learn from these games to learn art of batsmanship as well, and that is where they will have to grow. A lot of learnings, to be honest.
अनेकौं असफल प्रयासलाई सफलतामा बदल्न र आइभीएफ द्वारा आफ्नै सन्तान पाउन सम्भव छ। वात्सल्य नेचुरल आइभीएफ।
I would not like to go into detailing of everything. I would like to still say proudly that the way we conducted PM Cup mattered a lot, but we know that within whatever we have over here, we have to use the TU ground to ensure that we see a lot more talent who is growing over here, training over here in domestic cricket, and that was their opportunity. I felt our groundsmen made a lot of effort to keep working on the pitches, but this time the pitches were not batting friendly. And last year our strategy was to create a very even pitch, let the skills win. But this time around there was a bit of advantage when put it in the right place. And again, it's not an excuse, but we still had to make an effort. Losing out in home games obviously hurts, but at the same time, if you want to connect to your deepest identity, which is we have promised ourselves we want to be known as associate number 1 team, then even away games are going to be equally important. So we'll have to train and upskill ourselves. We have been working very hard. I can say that. We're pushing our players to come in the morning, start at 9 o'clock, 9:15, try to face the same conditions and upskill themselves against the challenges which our bowlers are trying to put them in, whatever possible things which we can do over here. And what they need to keep reflecting is we have to bring in maturity around it. And I think nothing is luck. It comes down to hard work, efforts, and deep diving into your roles. One thing proactively which we have done is now that we have formed an A team. We are also creating a group of coaches who will communicate with each other. We want this responsibility to be shared between all the coaches. And if all these domestic coaches also step up and we all unify together towards one single goal, at least it will be an effort towards grooming all these players. So we'll put programs in place and then we'll see what comes out of it. All the players who featured in our T20 World Cup qualifiers will be here for sure. Along with that, we expect 1 or 2 of our players from this ODI to also stay around. So I'm sure the T20 squad will be announced today. It's already in place, so it should be announced today or maybe tomorrow morning. But we have decided with our players who will come in. Once it's out, you'll come to know. First of all, obviously we have identified a group of people who we feel will make a difference in the shorter format, and they will join us now. And you rightly said, so a bit of gap for the League 2 cycle, but I think one of the very important reflection is that this League 2 cycle is going to be very challenging. All the teams are good sides, so we will have to put our plans in place for that too. Coming back to the World Cup thing, I think now what we will have to proactively look forward to is within a day against these 2 quality sides on the same surface, we'll have to put plans in place and we'll have to make sure that our players who are knowing their roles, we'll have to step up and courageously execute those roles under pressure.